She publishing. She publishing. She publishing. She publishing. She 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 publishing. She publishing.
Hey, hey. Y'all know I gotta dance when I start. All right, welcome to the She Pub Network, where we talk books, authors, and publishers. I am Shanitha Finesse, CEO and founder of She Publishing LLC. So today we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it and get started. Today, joining us, we will converse with two remarkable authors who are currently in the process of completing their books. This is season 3, yes, and you're going to be introduced to a lot of the new authors that we have on board. So, despite that, both of these women are in different stages of their writing journeys. They both will captivate you with their stories. So, one of the first authors we're going to talk to, she's actually class of 2022, and she has several books that she has written already, and she's going to share, her triumph and the Lazarus Experience, which is a book that we're going to be publishing, and we're going to talk a little bit about COVID-19 pandemic and how that inspired her to write that particular story. And then we also have with us Alicia, and she's an author from the class of 2023, and she is currently in the process of bringing her literary work to life. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome these two amazing women who are a part of our She family. So, let's give them a hand, Nyzia and Alicia.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. So, viewers, I want y'all to make comments. I want y'all to show love, post your name in the chat, and let us know where you're from. So, I'm going to first start with Nyzia. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. And Alicia, how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great,
That's
great. All
great. How you guys
right.
doing today?
Good. So wait a minute. The first thing I want to say, Alicia, is you got some type of, I don't know, aerobics or something going on behind you. Can you let the listeners know what
Oh,
you got going on?
I'm
Okay.
actually at the gym. I'm at Bird Chest Fitness. There's still a few people in here working out.
Yes. So now is that your gym or?
No, this is actually Coach Bird's gym. I'm just here.
Mhm.
I'm a spin instructor here and body sculpting.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So tell us a little bit more about you and what you do.
I'm a weight loss motivator. I lost over 200 pounds. I've overcame heart attack and stroke levels, and I no longer have high blood pressure anymore, as well as I've had GERD disease, which was acid reflux. So I'm out here trying to
Wow.
motivate people, keep people healthy and strong.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna get back into that. And so, Nazia, what is it that you do other than writing your books?
Well, I am a trauma healing facilitator and I also am an educator as well. But I left the classroom to do trauma healing facilitation full time. So I started my own foundation for youth that have been left victims of violent crime and those who have experienced trauma firsthand. So I left out of the classroom to do this full time to bring healing to our young people.
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, look, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. If you're not speaking, you can go ahead and mute if you want to, just in case if it's a lot of background noise, aka Alicia. Okay.
Yeah,
Mute.
it's a lot of back.
So, Sheila, I just want to welcome Sheila Crow to the mix. She's so excited to hear about both of you ladies' story. She's actually from Tinley Park. We we got to send you a gift, Sheila. Thank you for joining us. Alicia, she says Alicia is so inspiring. She also believes that trauma is the root of most illnesses. What
Exactly.
y'all think? What y'all think about that?
Unaddressed trauma is the root of all illnesses.
Yes.
So, I mean, once you
Oh,
can recognize what the trauma is and you actually get to the root of it, you can begin healing. But, your healing can't take place until hope steps in. So, if you're not ready for it and you hide from it or run from it, your healing can't take place. So, she's right. So, if you don't deal with it, it's the major cause of many illnesses that run rampant.
Yes.
wow. Wow. So I want to say hi to Tina. What's going on, Tina? Yeah, thank you for joining the conversation. You ladies will be entered into a raffle today. We got a lot of great things going on. So before we get into dive into you guys' story and what inspired you to write your stories, I just want to know what type of good shows we got going on TV these days. Now, I know the She Pub Network is one. Now, what's another one?
I am really not a TV watcher too much. However, I am so glued to it's a show called Better Together TV, and I seem to watch that a whole lot. So it's like a talk show with women that come together in a circle and they just talk about how they making it through daily lives. And each day is like different conversations. So I'm glued to Better Together TV right now.
Wow. Okay. I've never heard of that. Maybe I'll look that up when I'm at home on vacation or something.
Yes, Better
What
Together.
about you, Alicia?
I really don't watch a lot of television. I read a lot of scriptures, like Bible scriptures, great Bible quotes. So I'm a TikToker, so I do get on TikTok and read a lot of scriptures. So I really don't watch a lot of television because I'm always on the go.
Yeah.
But
Look,
I
I
do
think
like, I mean, when I get a
But
chance,
look,
Grey's Anatomy.
if you're not home to watch the show, you can always go on YouTube and just put in Better Together TV and they got all the
Okay,
different.
well, yeah, okay. Well, then I'm on YouTube. I'm listening to like massage therapy
okay.
music, healing music, calming music. I love music.
Me too.
Wow. Tina and Sheila, what y'all got going on? What's some good TV shows out there? I know me. Okay, so speaking of YouTube, do you guys know Crystal? She is, I think she's a part of Tyler Perry. He got this show
Oh,
called
sisters.
Sisters. Yeah, I don't really watch TV either. So that's one
I
thing we
love
got in
Sisters.
common.
Sisters is actually a good show.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, it's Crystal. She has her own, I guess it's like a podcast or something like that.
Okay.
She is sitting in her house on a couch, I guess, having conversations with other women. And it is so inspiring, y'all. I don't know her last name, but that's one of the
Crystal.
things. She's the one who they did a spin-off show of her own with her and DeVal.
Okay.
Okay, see, okay, Nyzia, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think, look, I'm gonna have to send y'all the link to that one. So Sheila said the blacklist. Who done seen the blacklist, y'all?
I have never seen the
I've
blacklist.
never seen it. I've never seen it. Never
I
seen it.
like I like the blacklist. I like the blacklist.
Okay.
Yeah. So look, y'all gonna have to look up them shows, y'all. Tina did say she don't watch much TV either. She watch a lot of motivational videos,
I
Hmm.
and
do.
I think a lot of us do that. Okay. So, okay, one more thing. Quotes. Since we're talking about all this inspiration, ladies, what's one of your favorite quotes that can get the audience excited?
My favorite quote was, I already had really said it, that your healing can't step in until your healing can't take place until hope steps in.
Whoa.
So that's my favorite quote.
Like that. So you got a whole little theme going on, Nyzia. Because that goes right into your book and what you've been writing about. And so what about you, Alicia?
Well, it's a Bible quote: walk by faith and not by sight. So I
Yes,
always think about that,
yes,
like step out on faith, because that's what you have. You have faith. So
that's
I
it.
mean, and
Yes.
also like nothing beats a failure but a try. So if you don't
That's
try, how do you know you're not going to succeed?
that's it. That's it.
And I love that. Tina loves that too. Like both of those quotes are so true. It's even true to how this publishing company started. It was just like,
Step out
let's
on
just
faith.
do it.
Just
Right. Right. So let's get into it. Get into your stories. Let me see. And let's start with you, Alicia. What first of all, what's the name of your story?
Why? But I have to. It was the journey of me losing. I was initially 380 pounds. I've lost over 200 pounds, and initially it started because I was at heart attack and stroke levels. I wasn't aware that my blood pressure was high, so I had to make a change to my life. I wasn't initially prepared for it, but if I wanted to see my son grow up and I want to be here, I had to make changes to my life. So I started getting more into nutrition, dieting, exercising, and also motivating people. I was initially 380 pounds. I was on blood pressure medication. I also was on Prilosec medication as well, which is it's called GERD. It's acid reflux as well. So I had kind of like strikes against me. So I started researching, finding what foods I can eat and what foods I cannot eat. So I was just wanted to make a change because I wanted to be here and I wanted to be able to be here for my son.
Amen.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So let me just pull up this picture again so we can see where you are now and where you were
Yeah.
then. Right? Right?
Girl,
Yeah.
you was cute then
Yes.
too. You was cute.
Thank
You was cute.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like getting to that point, it's like you before you know it, you look up, this is where you are. Like during COVID, oh my gosh.
Right.
I don't know what happened, I'm like, but see, you're gonna be the person that inspires me
Yes.
to, do
I can do
better.
it. I can do it.
Exactly. If you could do it, so can anyone else, right?
Right. I know. But I stepped out on faith. I stepped out on faith. I wanted to make a change.
Wow. So, what do you want your readers to get from your story?
I want them to I want them to be able to stay motivated. I mean, that's why I want to tell my story. I want to let them know that they're not alone. It's people every day that struggle, and it's not easy. And I have motivational quotes, reasons not to give up, know your numbers.
Okay. Wow. Know your numbers. So, when you say know your numbers,
Water.
what do you mean? Oh, okay. See, y'all. Yeah, look, we want to hear about the know your numbers, y'all. So we're gonna let her get a drink of water so we can find out about what's knowing our numbers all about. Also, Tina said that that is so inspiring,
Yes, it really
you
is.
know, what you've done.
Thank
All
you.
right. You okay?
Yeah, I probably just need a little water.
Okay. All right. So what do you mean about knowing your numbers? Because I don't know anything about numbers.
Like your A1C level for diabetes and high blood pressure
Okay.
numbers.
Wow. And so, like, why is that important for me to know those numbers? Because I'm eating donuts, cookies, popcorn. Like, I just had like all three of them today. Like, I'm getting
Well,
older.
sugar, like for sugar,
Hmm.
your levels with like sugar, you don't want to keep sugar levels is important,
Hmm.
and also like sodium, high sodium foods that can run your blood pressure up as well.
Okay. All right. So we gonna come back, but nausea. Okay, because I think all of this kind of ties in together. So
Okay.
your book, what is the name of your book that you're coming out? No, no, no. First of all, what are books that have already come out that you've published?
Well, I've published Saved by Grace, and that is the story about my why I started the foundation and what led me to get through it. It was about my first husband's murder, and how I had to heal and my daughter had to heal, and how I came through it in the different chapters of my life from it. So that was my first book. It was called Saved by Grace. And then this second book is called My Lazarus Experience. I actually wrote My Lazarus Experience and Remember Me at the same time as the children's book, but My Lazarus Experience is what's coming out now, and it's the story of my life during COVID. Um, I'm That's this book right here. So pretty much I have MS, and so I got the COVID shots. When I got the first COVID shot, I lost my left extremity. When I got the second COVID shot, I lost the right extremity, and I was paralyzed for 3 months. And I had to learn how to do everything all over again. So it's pretty much just, explaining my journey and how I kept the other author spoke about my faith and just press through it because I had something to live for, because I had my children to live for, my biological children, as well as all the different children in the community that I served through trauma healing. So I had something to fight for. So I kind of pushed through it and fought back to get my life back from that. And I didn't get the COVID shots because I had COVID. I got it because the doctors were saying this was best for you. This was best for you. And ultimately the MS actually just had a different thought process and it said, no, that's not for you. And so it went the other direction. So it was, in the beginning, a scary experience. Then, I thought about it like God didn't give me the spirit of fear. So I had to
Wow.
pick up the pieces and I had to just move on faith. And it took me a long time, and even now, my right extremities are not back 100. And I still take a lot of therapy, physical therapy, aqua therapy, occupational therapy, use weighted utensils,
Wow.
but just to be back. And I said, if I can get through this and live through this, anybody can. And a couple of times I wound up getting COVID after that, which hindered my healing process. But then I fought through it with all my might. Like I can't die here. So many times they were writing me off. I was on vents and, okay, this is never coming back. And I said, no, that was a liar. My God said a miracle's about to happen. And the miracle took place. And I just wanted other people to know about the miracle and how and what I did during that journey. So that's what this book is about.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just absolutely amazing. There's so many who lost loved ones during the COVID-19 pandemic, and you are here, like Sheila saying, so glad you're here. Like, I'm so glad you're here to tell that story. And I remember when we met, like, okay, we met in Houston, Texas, right?
Right. On
And
my
I
first week
think,
out there.
yeah. And so, like, my mother was there and everything, and you guys were like, you guys may have met her first.
We did. She brought us to you. She did.
Yeah, my mommy is my number one supporter, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
she loves you guys. She
Nah, we love her too.
loves y'all.
We love her too.
Yeah. So Sheila, she can't wait to read your book.
Thank you. I
And
can't read it.
yep. And Tina said, what a blessing. You are getting stronger. Thank you for your story of strength, right?
Thank you. Yes,
Right.
it was a journey that most people would have gave up on, because I could have gave up many times, like, you know what, Lord, take me right now. But instead I was like, look, I got something to fight for. And every time I wanted to take one step doing therapy and it would hurt, and I would take another step. Now I have to do this. I have to do this. And just to make it through it, it's just like such a blessing that I thank God for for being able to make it through it. It's an honor to be able to tell the story. And yeah.
Yeah.
Def-
So that's actually both of you, right?
right,
Right.
because
Like,
what I was told was I wasn't dizzy. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't. I was just in shock. My blood pressure was over 200, over like 180. And she asked me, like, are you dizzy? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And she was like, I think we need to give you the medication right now, because I'm afraid if you deny it, you walk out the door, you are going to have a heart attack or a stroke.
gosh, gosh. Okay. And so I think it's really important that we share our stories. Like, it's so many times we go through different things and there's different signs, but maybe we ignore the
Right.
signs. Were there any ignoring of signs?
I was having my first book signing. It was big. It was in a mall. And I went to go to the book signing, and my close friend, and she was actually, we were ready to get signed, and then I came around the corner because I live close to the mall. I went to get dressed, and I was like, you know what? I can't feel my left side. I can't feel my right side. That was first. I said, I can't feel my hands. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sign my books. Like, this crazy. And I didn't know what was happening. By the time I had got dressed and got around to the mall, it's like I couldn't put my shoes on. I couldn't sign my books. And it was like, oh man, you're gonna have to sign my books for me. And I'm telling you, when I had to scratch them books, I said, she can sign it or I can scratch this book. Because at that point, it was at my first book signing for my first book that it all went down. It started going downhill. People there didn't know exactly all that I was going through, because I kept a smile on my face and I was signing the books and stuff like that. But by the time that night was over, I was like, okay, I'm hospital bound. I got to go. And by the next morning, I couldn't feel my whole right side. So that's
Oh,
actually how it started out at my first book signing. It was April 2021. Yeah, right in the midst of COVID. So
wow.
or
So, Alicia, so with you, like, I guess, like, getting to the weight that you were at, is that like hereditary, you think, or was that over time and you just
It was, I
weren't
feel
really
like it was over time. I actually went to the doctor, and then initially when I went, I didn't even realize. And when I went to the doctor, like your weigh in and your check in, it was just a normal checkup, and it was like, well, you're actually in the beginning, you're 380 pounds, and it's like you are going to have to lose weight. So I'm like, okay, I can drop about 20 pounds, and I might gain it back. So that was one strike, and with our GERD, acid reflux, I couldn't sleep laying down. So that was another strike. I was told that I was going to get esophageal cancer if I do not lose the weight, and I couldn't even really eat. A lot of the food just started to come up. So I'm like, okay, I thought something else was wrong, and I went and had other tests, but they was just saying, it kept saying it's my weight. I weigh too much, and it's pulling, and I need to lose the weight. So it was
okay.
gradually over time. I'll go from 380 to maybe 350, and then I'll gain the weight back. I'll drop from 380 to 319, and it's still the blood pressure as well.
Wow.
So it was GERD, and also it was the high blood pressure as well.
Okay, so in your book, are you going to spill the beans? Are you going to let us know your journey and getting to that point, your journey now? What not
I'm
telling
gonna
us
let you know
all
the journey of
everything.
getting to it as well, because
Okay.
I was, sometimes I guess you realize I like cornbread dressing. Some of the things I was a carb, so I love bread, rice, and potato. I like a lot
Yes.
of biscuits. The journey was real. It's definitely real. It gradually happened, but it was real.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna let you know I was getting there. Not moving enough, sitting down, not exercising.
Can I ask, is it a natural journey?
Well, I did have a gastric sleeve surgery in 2017.
Okay.
So I'm 6 years out.
Okay.
But I was able to go from 319 to 262, now to 169. So I'm 6 years. I've been maintaining for 6 years. And initially it was to lower my blood pressure because I was taking amlodipine and hydrochlorothiazide, Wadapil, and Prilosec for the acid reflux. I was on 3 different medications. So I no longer take any medicine now.
That's right.
Wow. So Sheila said, can we still have yummy foods? Just maybe like smaller portions or?
Probably the size of a hand, the size of your palm. I mean, I do more lean proteins and veggies now.
Wow.
Do you think that you would have come through that the same if you did not have the surgery? I think that the journey naturally would have been a little harder.
I don't know. Well, I struggled for years. I struggled a period of maybe 10 years before I decided to have the procedure. I struggled. I was like yo-yoing. I'll go up, I'll go down, and my blood pressure will go up, go down. So it's kind of like, okay, I stepped outside of the box. I'm going to try something different, and I wanted to live. I want to live. I wanted to initially live, and I wanted to see my son grow up. So I was like, okay, the things that I'm doing is not working. I need to make a change. And through faith, it's like, okay, I'm going to send you people. I'm going to send you people that's going to help you. So I didn't know how I was going to initially even get here. I never knew that I was going to be small. I've always been a plus size woman. Growing up, I've always been chunky as a child. For the past 6 years, this is the smallest I've ever been.
Wow. So like when you talk about, I like when you just said that, when you talk about the people will just come, the help will just come. Like if you speak it, stuff will just come.
Right.
And people, right?
I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was just say, okay, well, do this. And then a person will come and say, well, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to download this. I'm going to show you how to do this. I wasn't comfortable initially. So I'm like, okay, I need to step outside my comfort zone. Once I stepped outside of my comfort zone, it started happening. People started coming and helping me. Workout buddies, accountability, me just going out, and they kept pushing me.
Okay. See, I believe that totally. And so we met at I think a Christian event. Something.
Yes, with Coach Bird. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Him. And
yeah,
yeah, where is he?
Oh, Coach Bird. Yeah. She want to talk to you.
What's up, ladies?
But yeah, so I think they two kind of like collaborated in what they have done. How are you, sir?
Oh, you have.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, and you? Can
What's
you tell
up,
us,
ladies? What's going on?
Hey,
so
Coach.
Coach, can you tell us? Can you tell us a little bit about like your journey with Alicia and what you do and where your facility is?
Well, our journey started in my basement. She had a lot going at the time. That was when she was really on the weight loss journey and just doing some new things. I don't know where you met me. Social media. Somebody who told you about me? She said one of her sisters told her about Coach Bird, and she hit me up, and she's been a trooper ever since we've been together. We've been working in the basement, working hard. She helped me with a lot of my boot camps every time it's time to go take equipment out the car, put it here, put it. She's one of my go-to buddies. It's been like that since the basement days, and it's the same over here. She's somebody I can count on the call when I need something done. Whether if we're talking about fitness or if we're talking about on the self-care aspect, because she does it all. So, and we have it all available over here at the gym. So she just been a big helping hand, and just for her to motivate the other women that's around, the warriors, the warrior women that's around, and be able to uplift others from her journey. She inspires so many people because she's more than just she cooks, she of course she got a story to tell, but she's body sculpting, she's massaging, so she's doing a little bit of everything. I tell her to take her
Wow.
time and master her craft with what she's doing, though, of course. So she's our own boss at the end of the day. She ain't got to go look
Wow.
and try to get some go find somebody to get her into something. No, that's my job. To make sure she's protected and well being, and she's holding down the business aspects of what she does correctly. Um, we've been at it for some years. I've been training. I've been doing this for about 5 years, almost 5 now. About 2.5 in my basement. It made a full year, April 9th. That's when I opened up on my father's birthday.
Wow.
It made a full 365 April 9th. I've been open for a little over a year though. But from, like I say, from the bike span to the body sculpting to the massage therapy to this meal preparation, it's all here at the gym. She has it all in her. Um, she sometimes she get a little too helpful though, to where she forgets about herself at times. So I definitely always gotta let her know that too. She get too helpful, she forget about herself. If we ain't no good for self, then
Right.
what makes you think you finna be good for somebody else? So she
Exactly.
definitely gotta make sure she's taking care of herself. I hope y'all stand on her about that too, and I hope y'all
Man,
stand on each other about that, because y'all gotta take care of yourselves too, as well as y'all taking care of the world like how we do.
look,
Yep, yep,
she's inspiring us. Now, wait, do you know
yeah,
Sheila and Tina? Because they saying hi, coach. Do you
yeah.
know some of our viewers who are on
What's
here?
up? Yeah, well, Dr. Sheila. See, yeah, I know
Okay.
most definitely they know Coach Bird. I'm gonna work them up. They
Okay,
know
now
I'm gonna work
who
them up
is
now.
Reggie? Who's Reggie?
That's my first name. Yeah, yeah, Reggie Bird.
Oh,
Reggie Bird is
okay.
my name. Yep,
Okay,
So where's your
yep.
gym?
amazing.
I
Where's
got
your
some meal
gym?
prep. I actually got some meal prep being dropped off at my gym right now. Come on, boss lady. Come say hey to everybody. She dropping off some delicious, hearty, healthy meals over at the Nest right now. Yeah, let the people know what you got there. What's the deal?
Yeah, so let's
Yes.
see what do
We
we
got we
have?
got the goods. Y'all see, we got the goods, hearty, healthy, nutritious meals. I love having meals already prepared for my clients, so that saves them some from cooking, because they taking care of the kids. They going to work. They trying to come home and cook. It's just I try to eliminate some of that for them. So I always got 100 meals or more better ready every week
Wow.
at the gym. Um, Shout out to Boss for bringing them through, because she traveled. She definitely
Thank
came out her
you.
way to drop them off. So we finna chow down on some of that. Anytime you ladies come to the gym, just feel free to, it's your home as well. Whether we working out, whether we
Okay.
want some therapy going, some meals, just know it's all available over here though. You
Where
All
know.
are
right.
you?
And so can you tell us where the gym is and the
Yeah,
name of
I'm
it?
over at 2020 River Oaks Drive in Calumet City. That's in the same parking lot as the Value City Furniture Store. That's across the street from the Steak Outback. And I'm on the same street as the River Oaks Mall. So I'm on River Oaks Drive.
Wow.
Yep, I'm in the middle of the suburbs and the city. So I'm perfect. The traffic is crazy over here. You would have thought I was here about 3-4 years in this gym already, man. How much traffic I got going on in here. But it's just a
Wow.
blessing. We just taking over the community one day at a time. I got a educational depot store on the side of me right here. Me and this woman, she's been a teacher for 30 years. So we finna structure some stuff up to where it is. She's teaching the kids. I'm training them, and we putting the whole collage together as far as that, because she got everything over here. I haven't seen a store that has everything that she has yet for the kids. I'm talking uniforms, but you name it, she has it over here next door. So I usually have all my
Wow.
clients make sure they go support her as well. So the education is just as important as the fitness and the self-care,
Exactly.
and just to have it right here on the side of me is a blessing. So we go hard for each other. She's also a grant writer, so it's just so much in stores.
Come on, y'all.
Come
Yeah,
on
it's so much in
now.
store. We
So what's
just
your
we
city
just
and state? We got the
we,
street.
yeah,
What's your
exactly.
what's your city and state? Because we in New Jersey,
Oh, I'm in Illinois. I'm in
Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois. I'm actually
Yeah.
in the south suburb area right now though. I'm in the south suburb area, Calumet City. I don't know if you heard of that. But yeah, it's in Chicago, but it's in the suburbs of Chicago though. South suburb.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
look, thank you for joining us, and
Yes,
we'll,
yes.
hopefully we'll see you at our conference in October. Maybe you
Oh yeah,
can
yeah. I gotta
come
be there.
out. Yeah, you know,
I
you
gotta
got to
be there.
get you, look, you got to get you one of these VIP tickets though.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
then we
Say
want
less.
you to, yeah. And
We'll
then
get
we'll
that
have a
together.
whole little 30-minute, 15 to 30-minute session so you can support your gym and
Yeah.
support fitness and wellness
Yes,
and share
indeed.
your story, you know?
Most definitely. I'm
All
definitely down to
right.
do that. It's definitely an honor to be right here with live with you ladies. I appreciate your time. I'm finna get Lily back this thing. We got some y'all got some more questions for Coach? Or we Gucci?
No, we good, coach.
We
Thank you.
Gucci.
Yeah.
I got 3, 4 questions for y'all now. I got 3, 4 questions. No, let me stop. Let me stop. I appreciate you
No,
ladies
wait,
though.
done took over, right? Done took over the Sheep Hub Network, y'all.
What's
Thank
up with it?
you.
Good, good. Good to
So
see you.
look,
Appreciate
I
you
just want to
popping up too.
welcome. So I want to welcome
Yes.
Allure Publishing. We got Allure Publishing, one of our sister companies on the line, y'all. What's up? And we also have Mr. Royce Dixon Sr. He just launched his book as well, you guys. It's an awesome read as well. Um, Hidden Feelings Revealed. Is there more? So, all right, what I want to do is I want to ask a few more questions, and I'm gonna start with you, Nyzia. Where are you with your
I
story? Is it
with my story is complete. So
okay?
right now we're just about to publish it. I believe I'm in editing at this point.
Yes.
So it's about to be, launched out there. We're in pre-sales right now.
Hmm.
So we do have a pre-sale page that's up, and right behind it will be my children's book. So I'm excited.
Yes. So, ladies, do you feel like editing is an important part of? Wait a second. We got a question for you. How long did it take you to write it?
I want to say about a month. What I did was my first thing I did, I get ask God for a number, which was my chapters, and then I I titled each chapter out because I wanted to focus on that specific thing. But I wanted to keep coming back to where my faith lied and how God was bringing me through it. So all through the book, I'm talking about the next stages of my journey. However, I'm letting you know how and what I did along my journey, and with the hope and faith. So it was something that it was just bubbling inside of me. I just had to get it out. So I got it out in 30 days, and then I was just sitting on it and praying on it. And I said, I can't take as long as I took with this first book. This has to go. And so, because I had met She Publishing when I was launching my first book, I met her and her mom, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get on my book. So let me try it this way, because my first book, I published it myself. I did it kind of like just did it through my self-publishing and put it on Amazon. But I said I wanted to try a publisher because I wanted to see what it felt like to have marketing and to have a family, a publishing family where I'm not alone doing it, and get other people's insight ahead of time, in case it needed, a different touch to it. So I decided to, follow the advice of mama.
I know the advice of mama. Like I
She
think
told
people
me,
know
she told
mama.
me. And I said, yeah. And then I also liked your packaging. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be nice. I could package my book like that. So yeah, so that's what happened. Now my Remember Me book, it took me about the same time, but it's a short children's book. But I kind of jumped in as the child. And as that child that needed healing, or to look at death a different way, like how do I understand this at 5 years old? And so it was kind of more emotional for me for that book, but it's much shorter, but that's what happened.
Well, well, look, Sheila says she's been sitting on a book for 5 years.
Oh, Sheila,
So
come on, let's go. Let's go, Sheila. Tell that story.
come on to the family. Come on, Sheila.
Yes.
Uh, Alicia. So where are you in your writing journey?
Well, I guess I'm in in the beginning stages.
Hmm.
Should be finishing up shortly, with everything, but this is definitely will be my first book, and it's exciting. I'm excited because I want people to be motivated, and I want them to truly enjoy it and have fun with the book as well. And I always have something to look at as inspiration to keep going.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, I think So for me, I have 3 published books, but it's taken me like 2 years to get out the third one. And so it be
Just
like that sometimes, you
too
know?
busy too, so don't feel bad. But
Yeah, like
I don't know who that was saying that you're on a book, doctor. You're on a book for 5 years. My first book, I sat on it for 7. I put it in, I wrote it
wow.
in my Bible, and I waited and I prayed on. And then as those years was going on, I was adding chapters to it though. So as the chapters of
Wow.
my life turned, I was adding to the book. And then one day God said, launch that book. And I'm like,
Wow. So a question for you from Allure is, why did you choose to switch from self-publishing to a publisher?
I actually wanted to see if the financial part was different, if the marketing part was going to be more helpful. Like, it's hard to market your book and get it out there. It's hard, like for me, it was hard for me to sell myself because I'm so busy doing other things. So I wanted to see what that was like. Also, I wanted to see what it was like. She Publishing kind of presented themselves as a family of a family of authors. And so it was like, oh, I get a chance to meet other authors, and I get a family of artists at the same time. So I think that's what made me switch over to publishing, because I was going to go through self-publishing again, especially for my children's book. But it was hard for me this time to just find a someone that could bring my children's book to life, And so I was like, okay, well, let me give it to the publisher, see if they can bring it to life. So therefore, the missing pieces that I had, she just said, hey, we got that already. So I said, I'm gonna go with she, and then see just which process was better. And so far, is just like when you have that push and you have those motivators and you have those missing links, it's been great. So I'm excited. I plan to keep writing. So.
Yeah. So I wish, Allure, I would love for you to like share some in the comments or something. One of the things that I truly love to see is how you can connect different people together. Like on this call right now, we have Alicia. By the way, Tina said, so happy for you, Alicia. But we have Alicia on the call. And like she's a grant writer, and we found out all this different stuff. And when you bring people together, and they connect and they actually build bonds together. So a lot of the authors on our rosters have really connected with each other and have done other things. Okay. Not to mention, when you have a family, we know about so many more opportunities. So next year, we're supposed to be doing a writer's cruise. I mean,
And
it's
I'm
a
excited.
cruise.
It's
Oh,
gonna be our
y'all
first
said
cruise.
What?
she
That will
writers
be the first
cruise.
cruise I ever took. I never been on a cruise before.
Okay.
What? See, we making
I
you look, you
travel,
making
I travel a
history.
lot, but I've been scared to get on a cruise. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead with she, and this will be my first cruise.
Look, look, you making history with your new family, right?
Yes.
And the thing is, here's the thing, it's not just about the publishing company doing this, because another author had a connection and said, let's make this happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you have people who truly support what you're passionate about, you know, it just makes everything so much better, right?
Right. Another thing
Um,
that stood out to me was um, they was doing workshops, and when you do workshops and seminars and stuff, I do that for a living. But you do that and you've seen people who are energetic and who can present such, expertise the way you're not used to seeing it everywhere else. You're like, you know what? Somebody finally going, doing what I do. It was more of a connection with that too. I love their presentations. It was really great. It's really great.
wow, thank you. All right. So, does anybody from the audience have any questions for our authors? And while we are waiting for you to type your questions in there, because we're gonna do a raffle. And so, if you have a question, we're gonna enter you into a bonus raffle. But just to let you guys know, just for promotional purposes, we do have an annual conference for our authors every year. And this year is a 3-day event because we celebrating She's third birthday. And so October 20th, we're gonna do like a whole little meet and greet, y'all. Um, and we may even be able to get a bowling competition in that. Then you have October 21st, which is the main event. That's the Authors Awards and Gala. And so we got to be looking sharp, y'all, and sexy, right? And
Mhm.
then day 3 is for the sessions and the workshops. We'll have panels. One of the things I am super excited about this year is we're going to have like a men's mental health panels. We're going to have women to wife talk. And any of our authors who are on this roster who have a business or want to promote anything, they're able to do that, and they get to attend this event free. And they get to do their thing free. As a matter of fact, this right here is this is Nyzia's logo. Nyzia, which logo is this? Which
This
business?
is Saved by Grace, and that is my author and trauma healing logo, restorative healing. That's kind of what I do in traveling as far as my seminars, my workshops. I also do groups and church conferences like you were talking about before, as far as women empowerment and things like that. Just traveling around the world just to tell them that there is hope and that your healing can take place. Your hope just have to step in, and just giving them, the keys to address their unaddressed trauma so that health, can heal. And that is mentally, spiritually, physically. The healing takes place once you address the unaddressed trauma. So that's what I do. I worked a lot with young people. I do adults, but I work a lot with young people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my public school system where I am. I'm in Camden, New Jersey. So I am in a school system in inner city, and I work with a lot of hurting children. So you have so many people who are left behind due to violent crimes, a lot of gun violence. You have a lot of children that have been molested or, taken from their families as far as CPS. And so therefore, the different traumas that they're going through, to help them get through it, to let them know that this don't define them, and help their grades to stay up, and turn them around and push them out to college and make them great and say this is not where it ends. So therefore, that's kind of what I do on a daily basis. So that's the local for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that. So do you do Zoom sessions and things like that?
Yes, during the school year, we run with the school year from September to June. We're in person. I see the need, and that everyone was begging me for the need to do virtual throughout the summer. So we're going to be starting in July to do virtual healing over the Zoom. I usually do a lot of adult classes through Zoom. Every Monday night, we do something called mental check-in. So you can come on and be
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I am stressed, I'm depressed, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm suicidal, whatever it is, just check in. And then we facilitate those feelings, and we always have a topic. And then we restore and try to, build them up before they come off the line. So that's mental check-in. And on Thursdays, we usually come together for healing. So, we do those things on Zoom. So we started some youth classes in July that'll be on Zoom. So just in case their mental health is not there and school is out and they need to come on, they can come on and get some encouragement as well and do some activities with us. We also do animal therapy throughout the summer. So we'll be going to a farm, and they'll be doing animal therapy throughout the summer, and then traveling, taking it other places. So that's what we're doing now. Yeah.
Wow, I told y'all we have some remarkable ladies here. Alicia, and so you are an instructor and all that other great stuff that your supporter that the coach came on and spoke on.
Yes.
All right,
I
so mhm.
I do spin classes on Saturdays at 6 a.m.
Wow.
6 a.m.
Are you
Yes,
awake?
6 a.m.
Wait, where is this?
It's at Bird Test Fitness in Calumet City,
Oh,
Illinois.
oh, 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
do. I'm not 6 a.m., but I'm in the school during the day, and we get together at night.
Okay.
Oh wow.
We do
Okay, y'all.
site. Like if anybody wants to do one, we do have a website, savinggraceministriesinc.com. You go in, we're on Facebook, Saving Grace Ministries, or if you want to do the ad, it's at Saving My Hood. If you put in at Saving My Hood, our pages will come up, or Saving Grace. We're on everything: Facebook, Instagram. We're on Twitter. We kind of on everything, but Saving Grace Ministry or Saving Grace, in quotes. So you can see what we do.
All right. And then where can the listeners find you, Alicia?
Well, I'm usually on Facebook under my name Alicia Moore, or under More Glamorous Life, and More Glamorous Life on Instagram as well.
All right.
That's
So,
MOOREGLAMOROUS Life.
all right. Well, look, thank you ladies so much for being a part of the Keep Up Network as well as
Thank
the
you.
She family.
Thank you for having
We look we look forward to hearing more about what you guys have going on. But I have one final question, um, and advice on marketing, how to gain more followers.
We're gonna throw that to
So,
She. I'm just trying.
man, oh my gosh, you know what? We gotta throw that to my cousin. That's what we gotta do. Uh, no, but so me, I've never really liked social media
Right.
like that.
I mean,
However, look,
your best marketing tool is word of mouth. Like going to things, I would
it
say
is.
connecting, going to conferences, going to book fairs, going to different places and marketing yourself. The best is word of mouth. So, sometimes don't think about the selling. Like you might have 5 books, give one away. And, just
Yes.
start it off that way. That's how I sell my
See,
book.
that's it. That's totally it. So look, we're gonna actually have a Zoom session with the She family about marketing, and I'm gonna be giving away all them little tidbits, and also I'll be giving away a lot of that information at our day 3 conference. But everything that you said, giving away books, going to different things. Like we got something going on in Indianapolis, going to places that are driving distance from you and sharing your story, sharing your books, being a part of different things like this, y'all, and inviting people to come. I think in 3 months, doing giveaways. I did giveaways and I went from 5 followers to 500
Right.
followers in
Mhm.
about a month's time. And then probably in about a year's time, I'll reach 1 million followers because I'm having things like this. And you
Right.
guys are inviting your friends. And so just starting a podcast or something like that, inviting people and having them invite people, that's going to build your following. Like to have over 40 authors right now is something that I would have never imagined. And it's all been by word of mouth,
Right.
truly. Word of mouth. Um, but yeah, that was an excellent question. And Allure says she's agree, and Sheila said, great suggestions. But again, we're gonna have this whole chat in our Zoom session with our Zoom family. And then we're also going to do more of that on October 22nd when we have our conference. So, again, I just wanted to thank you, ladies. We are already almost at an hour, and it's been a blessing meeting you guys. We didn't even get a chance to share like the totality of how we met, but that's totally fine. They can hear it and see you guys at our conference on October 21st, the main event.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
She, she, she,